Alrighty, folks, so it is time for Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition main campaign. The name of this campaign is Letter from Silent Heaven, which is kind of interesting. We have a few different options to us. We'll be playing on action level hard, riddle level hard.
Mary, could you really be in this town?
So this opening is like immediately really cool. It just opens straight like this. We get the shot of the bathroom right here. Really neat stuff. Let's see, is there anything we can interact with? The something fashioned something on the wall. Thou something something. Can't really make out what the text says. Fun fact about this Silent Hill 2 bathroom: this is where Keith and I met for the first time. We hung out in VR chat as like basically our first interaction, and we met in Silent Hill, so we spawned in here. You can see over there's that advertisement for Heaven's Night, which is kind of cool. I got a blue gem. I like that thing on the wall right there. There is some Japanese there. It also looks like maybe Hebrew, but I can't tell if it's just like upscaling being weird, but it does say kakoko, and let's see. Yeah, that's the one I can read, is kakoko right down there at the bottom. Oh, that's fun little graffiti, kind of cool. We don't have a map of this place. Let's look at our inventory. A photo from when she was still healthy, photo of Mary. You just look at that. It's a pretty nice looking photo. Letter from Mary. That's definitely Mary's name in her own handwriting on the front of the envelope. In my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill. You promised me you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you. And then there is an item called the Blue Gem, and all it says is, maybe I could use it somewhere. We'll go back to that later.
In my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said, Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Does she mean the park on the lake? We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us, staring at the water. Could Mary really be there? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
Just an incredible little opening. Immediately, the game's tone is really different from the first game and from most other survival horrors at the time. It's just kind of interesting to see that comparison. This is the road I came in on. There's no point in going back. So, let's investigate what's around us. Can't investigate the car. Let's see, there's nothing on the passenger seat. But it does look like there's stuff in there. I got a map of Silent Hill. I really like the super high-res assets that the Enhanced Edition team have gone to great lengths to create. It just looks amazing. There's nothing else worth taking. I love this aesthetic of it, like strange pre-rendered, almost 3D looking but not quite art. I really love it. I would love to make a game like that someday with using art like that. Again, there's nothing we can really interact with in the trunk, at least so far. And we just have this side of the road. It should say welcome, but instead it says we come. Can't go any further by car. Guess I'll have to walk. Paleville National Park is about 10 miles away. Brahms, so that's where Sybil was from in Silent Hill 1. And then Old Silent Hill is 50 miles away, which is a ways away. And I'm wondering how much we know about Old Silent Hill. I'm not sure we have much info about that. And can't really interact with anything over here. So we just have to head towards Toluca Lake. Now, Toluca Lake is a location in the US, but it's in California, not Maine. So this is basically a made-up location. It's a real testament to how incredible the art assets are in this game. That they hold up this well, right? You have to remember, this game came out in 2001 originally on a PS2, and it's kind of incredible. It's kind of incredible how good it looked at the time. It was really revolutionary stuff. The first Silent Hill was also really revolutionary, obviously, with the way that it looked, but obviously something in the woods, hung like dogs or like a puma or something, but. Bass says, I think Old Silent Hill is the other side of the lake in the first game. I'm not sure about that. I think that's just the historical district. I think that's different than the town named Old Silent Hill, but I could be wrong. Still, 50 kilometers is pretty wild distance, so. But in Maine, towns are pretty spaced apart, so. I was taking my time walking. I like enjoying this ambiance. Piecemeal says, Maine scares me. Oh, why? It's a fun place. There's not much there but old people and churches, but, you know, it is what it is. There's something in the well. What's that? Looking at this makes me feel like someone's groping around inside my skull. Gives me a weird feeling. Alrighty. So we have nowhere we can go other than right here. Piecemeal says, went to a butcher somewhere and I wanted mortadella. The lady said, oh, you mean the bologna with stuff? We got bologna stuffed with mac and cheese instead, and that has lived rent-free in my head ever since. This happened to you in Maine? Okay. So yeah, we're entering a cemetery. As you can see, it looks like there's someone here crouched by a grave.
Excuse me,
I'm sorry.
No,
was
it's
just...
okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But
Yes?
I think you'd better stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but
Is it dangerous?
maybe. And it's not just the fog either.
Okay,
It's...
I got it. I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone.
Who is it?
Someone... very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry. It's not your problem.
I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
I really like these interactions, and I really love the voice acting in this game. You know, at the time, a lot of people viewed it as weird. Like, they were like, oh, it's bad voice acting. And, like, the performances are kind of weird for sure. But it's just such a specific tone. It's so odd, the flow of conversations and the way that people talk. It's immediately atmospheric and intriguing and bizarre. It really does feel Lynchian. I really like that aspect to it, so.
Aren't you looking for someone?
That's right.
Now we can just walk away from her. I really like this little set piece area. Just kind of cool looking. A little pond right here. You can see the waves the wind make on it, just ever so slightly. Really neat stuff. Anything over here? There's a church, obviously near the cemetery, but there isn't much else here. Noble Gilgamesh asks, did you beat the first game already? Yeah, we beat it yesterday. And we also beat Born from a Wish yesterday. Spooky. Let's look where we are on the map, right? Oop. So we were at the observation deck. Now we're working our way up the road. It looks like there's some buildings by us. The cemetery there, leading out into the bay, is just its own little location. It's not really marked. One of the things that's interesting about that is that building a cemetery like that near a lake, really bad idea. Generally not good to put dead bodies near bodies of water. They will leach and slowly slip out. All right. So, there is a chainsaw available to us across from the Silent Hill Ranch. We unfortunately can't really interact with anything here, but I do like this little area. It's kind of cool, kind of spooky on its own way. Bask says, I prefer Silent Hill blue cheese. I've been waiting since yesterday to make this joke. Bask. Just, what are you doing here? Come on, man. Okay. Again, nothing really to pick up. We just have this ominous sound in the distance. This open expanse, basically. I think that there's a real mysterious allure to areas in games just beyond the bounds of where the player can go. You know, obviously, in the actual context, if we were to open this up in a map viewer, right? Like, it would be relatively low poly count. You know, there isn't probably much beyond this, and if it is, it's just hollow structures, right? But when you're playing a game like this and you see it just off in the distance, it's so like mesmerizing. It really fills the imagination. It's such an effective use of essentially the limited resources and assets that they have. Yeah, James will pant as well if you run too much. Ash says it's like going into areas you can't go into in Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, exactly. It's so interesting. I think it kind of contributes to the liminal feeling of a lot of video game spaces. I really like this strange vibe of areas designed for you to walk through but not interact with. I think it's very quintessential to this game as well as the first game, and in some sense the third as well. It's just a PS2 thing. Not a PS2, but that generation. You know, older console games. Kettle says, Harry panted but didn't have a stamina bar, right? No stamina bar. I'm not 100%. I can't remember if it really affects you in this game. I think it does. I think it slows you down after a little while. But yeah, James will pant. Get tired. It's really amazing how much you can even see down here too. Like, they didn't need to render all of this, but they did. It's really cool. Not to mention the camera angles are just so good, so cinematic. And this game, I think, even more so than the first, is really inspired by film. And really, really influenced by film. It's so cool. Oh, it's so nice to be revisiting this place. I like it a lot. The Road Runner. What is that? Is that a bar, maybe? Or a racetrack, maybe? It's unclear. Can I read the sign through this? I cannot. What is it? What could it be? Broken down truck. We have another little ranch house right there. Lots of old construction. All right. Levy says, isn't Roadrunner the beep beep guy? In Looney Tunes, yeah. He is also the mascot of, at the time, the only broadband internet provider in southern Maine. So there is that. Roadrunner Internet, Time Warner Cable. Let's see. Want to investigate back here. Anything for us? Don't want to miss any like health kits or first aid drinks, or first aid kits or health drinks. There we go. Hey. Little gardening store. Can't go in. 70 years of business. Not bad. Lots of old businesses in towns up in the Northeast. Lots of family businesses. Can't interact. Are these marks blood? Spooky. That shadow just now. Instead of going there, we're gonna look around. Ooh. Which way is this? Okay, we're going down. This is what I wanted. Alright, this blocked off. Doesn't really look like there's much for us to interact with. And what about over here? I guess that is... Oh, we can go this way. That shadow just now bothers me. What was that? So yeah, that calls him directly back to over here, so we will just wander. So again, just like with Maria, James's head will turn to look at items if we pass by any, so it's very useful to be able to just pay attention to where he's looking, because he will essentially signal when things are around, which is nice. Makes it harder to miss stuff. Ooh, just like that. All right, more blood stains. Move on until it makes us come back. Ooh. And there we go. We have our first big map notation, I think, is the fact that this road is completely crumbled. And if you look, it looks really similar to some of the houses that we saw in the first game. It's not exactly the right location, but kind of interesting. All right, look at this. We got some more stuff, some more health drinks. So already the game is just throwing stuff at us. Go ahead and make another save. I like these little buildings as well. Just really weird space. I feel like wandering around in this town really would be disorienting with this kind of fog and how much the terrain changes. You're on streets for 1 minute, then the streets drop off. Black stuff on the ground. You know, the streets drop off, you end up on a dirt road. Look at that butt. Positively caked. Oh.
Is it dead? What the hell is it? It's not human.
Now, if you look, there's a dead person right here. Dead. Could it have been that creature? What's going on in this town? Anything else in here for us to investigate? I don't think so. Like the bloody footprints we leave behind.
Oh, yeah. This thing broken? What the? I'd better take it anyway. I might need it.
Incredibly interesting. So, something is calling James to somewhere in town. A woman's voice. Caution, watch speed. I was running too quickly. Yeah, the cops are gonna come get me. Bartolomé says, was the dead body wearing the same clothes as James? I'm not sure, actually. It didn't look like that, but it might have. Very well could have been. I wasn't actually looking too closely. We'll talk about that later. Ooh. I didn't even know this was interactable. Something was written on it. Too bad I can't read it because the surface has been rubbed away. Remains of something swamp. The founders of land surrounded. His monument was originally swamp, but was later possibly filled in. From long ago, the somethings nicknamed Blood Swamp because the probably settlers poured the water something to wash the something in here. Perhaps it's for the best that many people seem to have possibly settled in the area. Oops. Yeah, not much we can gain from that. That's interesting. I genuinely didn't know that was there. That's kind of cool. That's me interacting with something in a way that I just have never interacted with before. That's new to me. Tamatsuyu. Fishing supplies? Cafe Texan. Interesting. I like these little building facades. It's kind of neat. Anything around here? Definitely monsters. Definitely monsters around here. Oop. We will just avoid them. Okay, that leads back to Sanders. Let's go down this alley. Ooh. Where are we right now? Martin Street. Okay. Oh no. Bug. Ugh, I hate these things. Ah! That startled me. Didn't know that was there. Apartment gate key. Okay. I didn't know I needed that. Ah! Huh. I didn't realize that spawned here so early. That's really interesting. Let's look. Woodside Apartments. Huh. I didn't realize I could pick that up this early. That's really interesting. I had no idea. Where are we going? Guess we'll go down towards the bar. Bartholomew says, was that body also wearing similar clothes? It looks a little bit like it, yeah. But again, I don't think it's the exact same model, or at least not that one. Ooh, is there something right there? Hey! Where are we? Ah. Ooh. Where are they? They're right here. Okay. Hey, get out of here. What's around here? Anything back? Ooh, first aid kit. Ash says every copy of Silent Hill 2 is personalized. It's your personal horror. Okay. Okay. Okay, chill out. Chiropractic and Sports Injury Center. Oh, there's the first aid kit. Hell yeah. I need to remember I can quick turn. It's just not the command that I think it is. Neely's. I can't go in there. I thought I could. I was really excited. Oh, I can. Okay. I thought so. There's a map here. Did we copy it over? We did not. What is this for? I cannot remember. So this marks the apartment gate key up at Martin Street, and then something down on Saul Street. So that's useful. Aha. There was a hole here. It's gone now. One of the best, one of the best just random, really ominous pieces of graffiti in a game. Anything else in here? No? Okay. I guess we'll, okay, it is kind of copied. Now, it was saying that there was a way down to the street from Rosewater. So, it's kind of intriguing. Another dead body. That one looks a lot like James. Different looking shirt texture, but similar coat. It doesn't seem to have the pockets. Doesn't seem to have the same exact pockets, but very similar. And slightly different shoes. Ah! Gozo's Sushi. Lakeside. Alright, this is Saul Street. Okay, cool. I love this little diner. It looks a lot like the main diner, which is in a town near where I grew up. Alrighty. Hyper spray. There's a memo lying on the sofa. I'll wait at Bar Neely's. Ooh, let's look. So again, we have the radio, power on. We can adjust the volume. Might do that just because it's really loud. Wooden plank with nails on one end, not very powerful but easy to use. Gas-powered chainsaw, extremely high attack power. Suspicious spray can, its effects are unknown. So now, these items, things like the chainsaw and the hyper spray, are rewards for beating the game. So I might play around with them because most people never really get to check them out. But it's pretty interesting. They're kind of tools that kind of break the game. That being said, the game is already pretty easy, even on hard. So it's not too big of a deal that those items are there. Kettle says, does the chainsaw work like a melee weapon or a gun? Is it ammo or durability based? Nope, it's just a melee weapon. You can just use it if I want to use it. And then it turns off. Pretty powerful. So the overall though, the power level of these items is going to be pretty high. It just makes killing enemies faster. That being said, we're not really going to be killing too many enemies unless we absolutely have to. So I don't think the fact that I have them is too big of a concern. I'll probably use them sometimes if I desperately need them. But chances are I won't even need them because the game gives you plenty of ammo and it's much safer to just use guns. Much, much safer to use guns. So overall, it's not too big of a deal.